The unexpected talent. The arrival. The skies above Earth were filled with tension as the massive alien mothership appeared in orbit. It was unlike anything humanity had ever seen, a sleek, dark vessel bristling with unknown technology. Panic spread quickly, and the United Nations convened an emergency session to address the potential threat. News broadcasts across the globe speculated wildly, and people gathered around screens, watching with bated breath. Commander Boron, the alien leader, soon established contact, but it wasn't a diplomatic greeting. His harsh, guttural language was filled with contempt as he demanded Earth's immediate surrender. The world's leaders were left in a state of shock and fear, knowing that refusal could mean total annihilation. Every attempt at communication failed as Boron's language remained an impenetrable barrier. The prodigy. Derek Griffin, a 28-year-old linguistic prodigy, sat in the secure UN briefing room, his eyes locked on the screen displaying Boron's message. Derek had spent years studying alien languages in secret, and he recognized the patterns in Boron's speech. He knew he could understand them, but revealing this talent came with immense risk. Derek's passion for languages began at an early age. He had always been fascinated by the power of words and the ways different cultures communicated. This curiosity led him to study ancient languages and eventually to deciphering alien languages from intercepted communications and mysterious artifacts. His obsession had turned him into an unparalleled expert, albeit one who operated largely in the shadows. The mission. General Masterson, a seasoned military leader, turned to Derek. "We need your expertise. You're our last hope to communicate with them. Can you do it?" Derek nodded, the weight of the world's survival pressing down on him. "I can understand their language. Give me access to the recordings, and I'll do my best." The room was filled with tension as the world's leaders awaited any sign of progress. Derek knew that failure wasn't an option. The consequences of miscommunication could be catastrophic. The weight of this realization fueled his determination. The decoding. Hours turned into days as Derek meticulously worked through the recordings of Boron's speeches. His keen ear picked up on the nuances and structures of the alien language, allowing him to piece together their meaning. The room was filled with tension as the world's leaders awaited any sign of progress. Derek worked in near isolation, surrounded by screens displaying endless streams of alien text and audio. Finally, Derek had a breakthrough. "There are similarities to ancient languages I've studied," he said, excitement and urgency in his voice. "I can use this as a starting point to communicate with them." The room fell silent as his words sank in. General Masterson, President Hayes, and other key leaders looked at each other with a mix of hope and apprehension. This was their chance, perhaps their only chance, to avoid a devastating conflict. The revelation. As Commander Boron's insults reached a crescendo, Derek stepped forward. It was time to reveal humanity's secret weapon. With a deep breath, he began to speak in perfect Gamelan, the alien language. The room fell silent as his words flowed, a mixture of strength and respect. "Commander Boron," Derek began, "we understand your language. We understand your demands. But we also understand strength and honor. We seek negotiation, not surrender." The video feed crackled as Boron's reptilian eyes widened in surprise. For a moment, there was silence, then a low, rumbling laugh. "Humans, you have hidden talents. Very well. We will listen." The room erupted in a mix of relief and cautious optimism. Derek's mastery of the alien language had bought humanity a chance to negotiate, to find a way to avoid the devastating conflict that loomed on the horizon. The stakes rise. The negotiations begin. With the initial shock of Derek's revelation wearing off, the real work began. The world leaders knew that the path to peace would be fraught with challenges. Derek was appointed as the chief negotiator, his linguistic skills making him the ideal candidate to bridge the gap between humanity and the Gamelan Empire. The first official meeting took place via a secure video link. Derek faced Commander Boron, who was flanked by his advisors, their expressions unreadable. The room was tense, the weight of the moment palpable. "Commander Boron," Derek began, his tone calm and measured, "we seek to understand each other. Our cultures, our values. We believe there is a path to coexistence without conflict." Boron listened, his eyes narrowing slightly. "You speak our language, human, but do you understand our ways? We are a proud warrior race. Strength is our language." Demonstrating strength. Derek knew that words alone wouldn't be enough. He needed to demonstrate humanity's strength and resolve. With General Masterson's support, he presented evidence of Earth's technological advancements and military capabilities. The aim was to show that while humanity sought peace, they were not defenseless. "We respect strength," Derek said, meeting Boron's gaze. "But we also value wisdom and cooperation. A war between our species would be catastrophic for both sides." A test of will. Boron leaned back, his eyes glinting with curiosity and perhaps a hint of respect. "You speak well, Derek of Earth, but words are easy. Show me your strength in action." The challenge was clear. Boron wanted a demonstration of human capability, a test of will. Derek and the world leaders knew they had to respond, and quickly. A series of military exercises were planned, showcasing Earth's defense systems and strategic prowess. The demonstration took place under Boron's watchful eye. Earth's most advanced fighter jets and defense systems were put to the test, displaying precision and power. Boron's expression remained stoic, but Derek could sense the subtle shift in his demeanor. "Impressive," Boron finally said. "But strength alone does not guarantee victory. There is more to war than weapons." The cultural exchange. To further build bridges, Derek proposed a cultural exchange. Scientists, diplomats, and cultural representatives from both sides would visit each other's worlds, learning and sharing knowledge. It was a risky move, but one that could pave the way for deeper understanding. Boron agreed, his curiosity piqued. "Very well, Derek of Earth. Let us see if your people are as wise as they are strong." The cultural exchange. The arrival. The first delegation from Earth arrived on the Gamelon mothership, a mix of scientists, diplomats, and cultural experts. Derek led the team, his heart pounding with anticipation and a hint of fear. The Gamelon mothership was a marvel of technology, its corridors filled with wonders and dangers alike. Building bridges. The cultural exchange began with tentative steps. Earth representatives shared their knowledge of science, technology, and art, while the Gamelon hosts showcased their own advancements and traditions. There were moments of tension, but also moments of genuine curiosity and respect. One evening, Derek introduced a piece of classical music to the Gamelon delegation. The haunting melody of a violin filled the chamber, its beauty transcending the barriers of language. Boron and his advisors listened, their expressions softening as the music wove its spell. "This is the language of emotion," Derek explained. "It speaks to the heart, beyond words." Mutual respect. Boron nodded slowly. "There is strength in understanding, Derek of Earth. We are not so different after all." The exchange continued, with both sides learning from each other. Friendships began to form, and the initial hostility gave way to a cautious but genuine respect. The path to peace was still uncertain, but the foundations were being laid. The hidden threat. Just as it seemed that peace might be within reach, Derek uncovered a sinister plot. Zardo, a high-ranking Gamelon military leader, was secretly working to sabotage the negotiations. His goal was to incite war, believing that only through conflict could the Gamelon Empire maintain its dominance. The revelation. Derek presented the evidence to Boron, his voice filled with urgency. "Commander, Zardo is plotting against us. He seeks to undermine our efforts and provoke a war." Boron's eyes blazed with fury. "Zardo is a traitor to our people. He will be dealt with. But we must be careful. He has many loyal followers." The plan. A plan was quickly devised to expose Zardo's treachery. Derek and Boron would work together, using their combined knowledge and resources to gather irrefutable proof and present it to the Gamelon Council. The tension rises. Tensions ran high as the plan unfolded. Derek and Boron had to move carefully, knowing that any misstep could lead to disaster. The stakes were higher than ever, with the future of both species hanging in the balance. The confrontation. The moment of truth came during a council meeting. Derek and Boron presented their findings, laying out the evidence of Zardo's betrayal. The council listened in stunned silence, their expressions a mix of shock and anger. Zardo's downfall. Zardo was brought before the council, his face twisted with defiance. "You are fools," he spat. "Peace is a weakness. We are a warrior race, born to conquer." But the council was unmoved. Boron stepped forward, his voice filled with authority. "Strength is not only in battle, Zardo. It is also in wisdom and honor. You have none of these." The verdict. The council delivered their verdict swiftly. Zardo was stripped of his rank and imprisoned, his plans thwarted. The path to peace was once again open, but the scars of his betrayal would take time to heal. The final push, strengthening the alliance. With Zardo's threat neutralized, Derek and Boron focused on strengthening the alliance between Earth and the Gamelon Empire. Joint projects in science, technology, and culture flourished, fostering a deeper understanding and mutual respect. The challenges ahead. But there were still challenges to overcome. Not everyone on either side was convinced of the alliance's benefits. Derek and Boron worked tirelessly to address concerns and build trust, knowing that the future of their worlds depended on it. A new discovery. During one of their joint scientific ventures, a team of Earth and Gamelon researchers made a groundbreaking discovery. They found evidence of an ancient, advanced civilization that had once spanned the galaxy. This civilization, known as the Precursors, had left behind incredible technology and knowledge. The legacy of the Precursors. The discovery of the Precursors added a new dimension to the Alliance. Both Earth and the Gamelon Empire realized that they were part of a much larger galactic history. The Precursors' technology held the potential to revolutionize their understanding of the universe and propel their civilizations forward. The expedition. A joint expedition was organized to explore the Precursors' ruins. Derek and Boron led the team, their bond of trust stronger than ever. The expedition was filled with danger and wonder as they uncovered incredible artifacts and faced unknown threats. The ancient wisdom. Among the ruins, they found ancient texts that spoke of unity and cooperation, values that resonated deeply with Derek and Boron. The Precursors had understood the importance of working together, and their wisdom now guided the new alliance. A new threat. But their discovery also attracted the attention of a new enemy, a rogue faction that sought to exploit the Precursors' technology for their own gain. This faction, known as the Voidbringers, posed a grave threat to the fragile peace. The battle for survival. The Voidbringers. The Voidbringers were a formidable foe, their technology and tactics far beyond anything Derek and Boron had faced before. They struck without warning, their attacks devastating and relentless. Rallying the troops. Derek and Boron knew they had to act quickly. They rallied their forces, bringing together the best and brightest from both Earth and the Gamelon Empire. The stakes had never been higher, and the battle for survival began. The first clash. The first clash with the Voidbringers was brutal. Earth's and Gamelon's forces fought valiantly, but the enemy's advanced technology gave them a significant advantage. Derek and Boron led from the front, their courage inspiring their troops. The turning point. Despite the initial setbacks, Derek and Boron refused to give up. They adapted their strategies, learning from each encounter with the Voidbringers. Their perseverance paid off, and they began to turn the tide. A desperate plan. As the battle raged on, Derek and Boron devised a desperate plan. They discovered a way to disrupt the Voidbringers' technology but it required a risky infiltration of the enemy's stronghold. The mission was dangerous, but it was their best chance for victory. The infiltration. Derek, Boron, and a select team of elite soldiers embarked on the mission. They infiltrated the Voidbringer's stronghold, navigating treacherous terrain and evading deadly traps. The stakes were immense, but their resolve was unshakable. The final battle. The final battle was epic in scale. Derek and Boron fought side by side, their bond and trust unwavering. They reached the core of the Voidbringer's stronghold, where they executed their plan to disrupt the enemy's technology. Victory. The plan worked. The Voidbringer's technology began to fail, and their forces were thrown into disarray. Earth's and Gamelon's troops seized the advantage, overwhelming the enemy and securing a hard-fought victory. The path to peace. The treaty. With the Voidbringers defeated, the time had come to formalize the alliance. A grand treaty was drafted, outlining the terms of cooperation and mutual respect between Earth and the Gamelon Empire. It was a historic moment, a beacon of hope for both species. The ceremony. The treaty was signed in a grand ceremony, attended by leaders from both sides. Derek and Boron stood together, their journey from adversaries to allies symbolizing the new era of peace and cooperation. A new era. The path to peace was not without its challenges, but the foundations had been laid. Derek and Boron continued to work tirelessly, ensuring that the alliance would grow stronger with each passing day. The Precursors' legacy. The legacy of the Precursors played a crucial role in the new era. Their advanced technology and wisdom guided the alliance, helping to build a brighter future. The discovery of the Precursors' ruins had united Earth and the Gamelon Empire in a shared quest for knowledge and progress. Continued exploration. The Alliance continued to explore the galaxy, uncovering more of the Precursors' secrets and forging new alliances with other civilizations. The spirit of cooperation and discovery drove them forward, opening up endless possibilities. A bright future. Continued cooperation. Years passed, and the alliance between Earth and the Gamelon Empire flourished. Joint ventures in science, technology, and culture brought immense benefits to both species. The exchange of ideas and knowledge led to incredible advancements, pushing the boundaries of what was possible. Personal growth. Derek and Boron's friendship deepened, their bond unbreakable. They had faced immense challenges together and emerged stronger for it. Their story became a symbol of hope and perseverance, inspiring countless others to seek understanding and cooperation. Legacy. The legacy of Derek and Boron lived on, their names remembered as pioneers of peace. The world they had helped create was one of unity and progress, a testament to the power of collaboration and mutual respect. The next generation. As the years went by, a new generation took up the mantle of leadership. They continued the work of building bridges, forging new alliances, and exploring the endless possibilities of the universe. The future was bright, filled with hope and promise. The journey continues. Derek and Boron knew that their journey was far from over. There were still challenges to face, mysteries to unravel, and adventures to embark on. But they faced the future with confidence, knowing that together they could overcome anything. And so, the story of Derek and Boron came to a close, but their legacy lived on. The bond they had forged, the peace they had built, and the hope they had inspired would endure for generations to come. The universe was vast and filled with endless possibilities, and they were ready to face whatever came next, side by side.